people used to drive their vehicles until they fell apart, you know. But the government brought out a scheme. If a vehicle was over 20 years old, they paid you to take it off the road, you know. So that's why you don't really see any old vehicles on the road. Plus, as I said, every 4 years they have to go through, well, for the first 4 years, they have to go through an MOT test, and then you have to do it every year after that to make sure that your vehicle is roadworthy. Otherwise, you can't drive it on the roadway. We don't have any car manufacturers in Ireland. This is a traffic jam. Yep. Move. We're quite used to the traffic, you know. No, they're not cowboys, they're farmers. No, they don't ride horses. Yeah. No, horse wouldn't do well on that rocky surface. No, the farmer. Get there on maybe three-wheelers, you know? And three-wheeler tractor. Three-wheelers. Don't worry, they don't disturb us. The Irish famine put paid to that. A lot of the people died, a lot of people left their homes. And there's only a few farms scattered here and there throughout the valley itself. Most of this land around here is owned by the one farmer, and very shortly coming up on the left hand side will be a sheepdog farm called Kissans, and they own about 10,000 acres of land around here, and on that land they have 4,000 sheep. They're mainly mountain sheep, so they don't really have to take them in, you know. Farmers tell me once that, you know, sometimes they don't see one sheep from one start of the year to the other. But you can see the yellow flower. Do you see it coming out? That's the gorse. Now it comes up out periodically. It's just about to come out now onto the greenery. And that gorse is, you see a lot of it in Scotland if you've ever been to Scotland. But, even though it's a nuisance plant, you know. So we're gradually climbing down out of the mountains down towards Killarney. Now we're coming into what is known as the Glarny National Park. National Park, we have 6 of them altogether scattered throughout the island of Ireland. And this particular one is 18 square miles of rivers, valleys, trees, wild deer, these natural lakes, and the indentation of the valleys. But they're all stocked by the Fisheries Commission. So if you catch a fish in any one of these natural lakes here, you're requested to measure it and record it, just so they can keep the fish stocks upgraded. Now guys, we're going to stop here and let you out for photo. Trees. You also have another one with a red berry called the mountain ash, also known as the rowan tree. Yeah, there's old oak trees around this. And of course, as you can see, they haven't really got to grips because they're growing out of the rocks. Silver birch is that. The reason why these roads are so windy and narrow is because they were actually built by Irishmen. And when Irishmen want to work, they like to work with their wind, with the wind to their backs. So every time the wind changed direction, so did the roadway. Now, in 1859, Queen Elizabeth, or Queen Victoria, beg your pardon, she paid a visit to Ireland, and she came up here to see the. She also came up here with her ladies in waiting. And oh look, there he goes. Did you see him, Brian? Just the leprechaun. But the Queen Victoria's ladies in waiting carried all her equipment up here, so, and they were in awe of the beauty of this area, so ever since then it was called Ladies View. There's an old building coming up here on the right hand side. It's just a ruin actually, but this was an old RIC station. Now, the RIC was the former police before the Guards, Royal Irish Constabulary, and they were based up here to try and catch the farmers making the illegal poaching. But of course they never ever did catch them, so there was no point in having a station up here if they weren't doing anything, so it closed down about 50 years ago, and it's just a derelict building now. You can see the course now.
Sit down for another hour or so, all right? A few more dances to do. Everybody happy?